I'm joined by Phil Durnford, account director here at Claritas, to hear his marketing tips for the financial services industry. Phil, tell us about yourself and your role here at Claritas.
Hi, thanks, Monique. Again, my name is Phil Durnford. I've been working at Claritas for just over 7 years now in the financial vertical and am a director here at Claritas, servicing financial institutions and insurance companies.
So, fintechs have quietly but swiftly exploded as the next big thing in the banking industry. For them to continue their rise to power and help secure even more market share, what do you predict they'll need to improve their go to market strategy?
Yeah, Monique, great question. As we've seen in the market, right, tech is down, kind of all encompassing. And a piece of that, and we kind of silo fintech by itself as it's still in the startup phase, still a little bit smaller and nimble. Big tech is down mostly as these organizations are relatively bloated and starting right to go through those reorganizations. As fintech is starting to, or will eventually bounce back, the organizations are going to look a little bit different. There is going to be, in 2023 and 2024, probably a little bit of more consolidation and M&A that does occur due to just or how the organizations were structured during the pandemic and the low rate. And we are seeing a lot of organizations in fintech, like organizations that were built on a refi model that are no longer really sustainable just because the rates have gone up so much. But in general, we do see, a lot of, consumers, fleeing to fintech because of their interest in financial literacy. They're, wanting to gain insights and transparency on solutions that are usually not really readily available to them. So we see companies like NerdWallet or Robinhood is a great example of the democratized solution for financial consumers, and even organizations like Plaid, which is creating a API from one organization, one financial institution to another, to quickly and easily integrate your bank accounts. As we look forward into the market and things that we can expect are, making sure that financial institutions are understanding the scope of who are the early adopters, how to better understand those consumers and their needs, and then how to slowly start to onboard the laggards as a part of that innovation life cycle.
And customer centricity is a topic we have a lot of clients focusing efforts on. What would you say are areas that banks and credit unions should prioritize to truly exemplify a customer centric attitude? And is there anything that is potentially preventing them from reaching that goal?
Yeah, no, that's an awesome question. First and foremost, I would say prioritizing digital transformation, right? That is in the world in which we are moving to during the pandemic. I mean, consumers were forced to do their banking online, which really ramped up the behavior of digital banking by there's articles out there supporting by 5 years. And so what you still have is these legacy financial institutions and their products, which were built to be converted, in person at a physical branch location or over the phone. But then you're also pairing that with, marketing teams and their, drive to push their content through the digital ecosystem, right? Servicing advertising on Facebook, Instagram, all the social sites, streaming, etc. And so where you've got a little bit of tech debt is you've got organizations that are kind of siloed, with the marketing team is doing everything through the lens of digital transformation and bringing in these new younger audiences through their applications and mobile banking, where the organization itself hasn't really caught up. So one thing to look forward to in the years to come is really building up the back end of your systems and operations to really support the new age of banking that is happening today. That's one. And I would just say to really understand how vital that is to your organization, is to be able to do an analysis on the technology adoption of your customers or members today, is really going to allow your organization to be able to prioritize how do we need to adjust our resources to support.
If Phil's tips sound like something you're trying to improve upon with your company, visit the Contact Us tab on our website so we can get you that much closer to reaching your goals. Thanks, Phil.
Thank you.